Star Ledger and NJ.com present the New Jersey State High School Game of the Week. FIOS 1, bringing you the world outside your door. The Star Ledger and NJ.com. Everything Jersey.
For the very first time from the brand new Meadowlands in East Rutherford, New Jersey, the Star Ledger and NJ.com and Verizon FIOS 1 present the NJSIAA Football Championships. Today, it's a battle in North 1 Group 1 state final as the Mountain Lakes Herd, unbeaten again on the season, seeking their third straight state title, take on the Cinderella Wallington Panthers, winners of 10 in a row. A look at the state brackets tell us how the two teams got here with relative ease to meet up for this first final. Hi everybody and welcome alongside Scott Stump. I'm Ralph Bednarchik. So for the very first time, high school football is inside these new Meadowlands, and what an opportunity it is for the two teams. For Mountain Lakes, they've been in this position before, Scott, 2 straight state titles. They're the winners of 35 straight games, which is the longest current streak right in the end of the entire state. And for Wallington, this is a Cinderella story. They've won 10 in a row after dropping their opener, and now they have their toughest test of the season to see if it is a Cinderella season.
Right. Will it be the upstarts and their new spread offense, or the old school traditional Mountain Lakes Herd and their wing tee vintage offense that they've been running for over 40 years?
Looking at our highlight players for today, for Mountain Lakes, they seem to just plug in and reload the latest in a long line of great runners in the wing tee. Robbie Rohan, as a senior, just a first-year starter, has had a tremendous year.
He's the fullback in the wing tee, which is the crucial position in that offense. And defensively, middle linebacker, tough kid. He's going to get the tough yards. Look for him to make plays on both sides of the ball.
And for Wallington, over the last 3 years, he's been a starter on both sides of the football. He's tough to bring down. He is a tough hitter, Chris Sullivan.
Averages nearly 7 or 8 yards a carry, explosive player, also can catch the ball out of the backfield, known for his speed and breakaway ability, but also has deceptive power. So watch him maybe knock some people over today in addition to running around them.
Can Wallington knock over Mountain Lakes for the first time in 3 years? Will their storybook ending have a happy one? Or does Mountain Lakes continue their history books and just add another chapter? The North 1 Group 1 state final is next with NJ.com and the Star Ledger. This is Verizon FIOS 1's presentation of the NJSIAA Football Championships. And before kickoff, time now to take a look at our Verizon 411 keys to the game.
Yeah, for Wallington, they have to stop that running attack with Robbie Rohan in the wing tee from Mountain Lakes and then hit the big play in that spread offense. There should be some opportunities down the field. They got to execute those throws when they can. In Mountain Lakes, you want to take Rohan and the rest of their offensive weapons and pound Wallington with the run game. And they got to be playing better pass defense than they have almost all season, or they're going to get exploited by that spread passing attack of Wallington.
Mountain Lakes kicking off, and we're underway in the North 1 Group 1 state championship game, and the Wallington Panthers with a return, and they take it out to the 29-yard line with Brandon Santana, their outstanding senior wingback and receiver. Let's take a look at the starting lineups. First for Wallington, senior quarterback Charlie Velas has these backs and receivers with Coates, Sullivan, Santana, Ventura, and Bonarchik. Up front, they have been very good and experienced over the last 3 years. Mahmoud, Brown, Piankowski, Minaria captain, and James Poos at 6'9". Seeking their first state championship since 1990. Last appearance in the state final was 1991. Timeout called by Mountain Lakes. Their final timeout of this one.
And it really comes down to the fact that tonight, Chris Sullivan was just the best player on the field. That shovel pass has killed Mountain Lakes the whole game, but just his sheer effort, breaking tackles, he's just been incredible tonight.
That's going to completely change the history of Group 1. You look at that with Mountain Lakes winning a pair, and then 3 different schools winning in the middle of this decade. Get ready for a new champion in 2010.
But also knowing Mountain Lakes' history, don't be shocked if they're back here next year, eager for revenge. This is a senior-laden Wallington team. They've built up for this season for years, and now they're going to be able to live the dream 57 seconds away from hoisting that trophy.
And again, for Barry Blovelt, he made some choices a couple of years ago in 2008 to commit to this group, like a Charlie Vellis, a Coates, a Sullivan who carries here, Brandon Santana, Steven Ventura, a senior. Seniors up front on the offensive line like Minarian, Poos, Matt Piankowski, the center. Albo Mahmoud, the left tackle, who's a 4-year starting offensive lineman. All these guys stayed with it. And it'll take one more down. Charlie Vellis telling the crowd in his final instructions in his Wallington career to rise and celebrate at the New Meadowlands. Championship formation, and the Wallington Panthers have just ended the 35-game winning streak of the Mountain Lakes Herd. They hold on 23-21 to win the North 1 Group 1 championship. That football will serve as another family heirloom.
And you know it'll be sitting in some glass case in the hallways of Wallington. And I'll tell you what, if there's anybody left in the town of Wallington right now, I'd be shocked, because I think they're all here celebrating an outstanding victory and the end of a 20-year drought for the Panthers.
These Wallington seniors conclude 2010 with 11 straight wins. There was only 9 wins total in the 4 years before these seniors arrived. 23-21 the final. We'll come back with post-game reaction. The Wallington Panthers' Cinderella run continues on a state championship note. You're watching the Star Ledger, NJ.com, and Verizon FIOS 1 presentation of the NJISA Football Championship.